Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This will be a tarot reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Messages are for the month of February. Welcome everyone, and I hope that messages that you will hear today will resonate with you. If they do not, again, you do not have to force them. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Maybe some of the messages will be for somebody else in your life who is not a Virgo, but the messages are for them. You're just listening to those messages and let's say information about the events in their life because they are affecting you on some kind of a level, especially if it's resonating toward your love life. Like I said, it is a general tarot reading, but you will know if it's related to you and is it related to your personal life, work, family, and so on. Again, thank you for all of you who stay until the end. This is a new channel, so your support is welcome, and I thank you for that. Thank you. I thank you for a like, and if you decide to subscribe to this channel. So let's start. Virgo, month of February. I will pull 9 cards. 3 cards for the past energies, 3 cards for the present energies, and 3 cards for what's coming. And of course, if anything needs to be clarified, I'll pull some extra cards. Virgo. I'm going to pull the cards first and then I'll say what they are. Let's look at the bottom first before we go over the cards. Oh, you are definitely finishing something. Even the cards that I saw up here for the past, present energies, and even a little bit in the future are telling me that there is a necessity to finish something. You have a death card at the bottom. Scorpio energy, if you're interested, of course, to know the zodiac energy for this card. Cutting ties, moving on, being ready for changes. That is so necessary for anything that we want to start. If there is something new that you wish to start or move on from something, it is so important to cut ties, to end something, to release what's holding you back, maybe even changing the views. Maybe that's not necessarily you, but there is a necessity for this situation we're going to talk about, that to end something that was finished, or maybe you even believe that this has to be done, but maybe somebody around you is not ready to let go of something. Behind it is the Empress. This need to thrive, to develop and to put the attention on stability. I see that with her energy. To nurture yourself. And behind it is a Page of Coins. Again, something new. So, that's ready to come into your life. And you are ready to receive something, or ready to receive a gift. And I'm talking about a gift of life, not necessarily a gift like a material thing, but to start something new, to maybe new work, new job, learning something new, some new beginning. Definitely I see something. But again, in order for you to start this new thing, to blossom, to thrive with something new. You have to completely release something old that's not serving you anymore, not serving your situation. Past energies. The priest, I call him the priest, but Hierophant. Magician, Six of Wands. The Tower is the present energy. The Tower, Six of Coins, Seven of Cups, and future energies, Three of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Moon. Because again, I'm just gonna mention this at the bottom because I see somebody who is looking toward the future, being productive, is about to make the next step. Both cards, three of Wands and Two of Wands. Somebody who is making a decision. Maybe some of you have already made some kind of decision, made a first step into something. But you are at the level, or what would I say, at a place where you are making progress and maybe even waiting for something or waiting to hear back from somebody. But I have a feeling this is you moving on from, not necessarily you waiting for somebody. It's more of you moving on because of the moon here next to it. Fearful of what's coming. But let's go back to why we're feeling this. You have, like I said, the past energies surrounding this situation. I see the priest, the magician, and Six of Wands. You may have had some important talks. You were seeking answers, doing the research. Should I do this the regular way or find a new way? With the magician, I see you being focused on your skills, on your knowledge, trying to stay in control of a situation, of your life, trying to manifest something. And Six of Wands is telling me that you wanted recognition, you wanted that strength and a chance to prove yourself. Some of you have received that, and some of you maybe thought that's the whole point of doing this. Staying truthful and loyal to what I believe in. You were on the right path. I'm using my skills. I'm manifesting. Maybe that's why this blow that some of you are feeling with the present energies is because the expectations you had in the past, the loyalty, I feel the loyalty here of offering support, of being here for others. It's like you're saying, I'll do this the way it is expected from me to do in order not just for success, to create the success. And again, it's leaning, I'm trying to decide, but again, it is hard when it's not a private reading, if it's related to your work, career, or a personal life. Again, regardless what it is, because we are talking about the energies, is telling me that somebody has worked hard with dedication to stay in control, to be loyal, to act on principles, on being committed. Both cards, Magician and Hierophant together, is speaking of that. And of course, it's confirmed with the Six of Wands. When you believe that if you do everything right, or like you're supposed to do, in a traditional way, not trying to hurt anybody, you're minding your own business, you're being loyal, you expect the same, following your values, you will be on the right path, nothing's going to happen that's bad. So I see that energy surrounding you before how you thought it's going to be. And with the present energy, the problem is, of course, this Tower. That's the unexpected change that happened. Some kind of a news that you have maybe received, and you are supposed to deal with the consequences. Something happened that was beyond your control. That's how you felt it was. With the Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles, I see you trying to restore your balance. I'm not sure if all of you are expecting some kind of assistance or a call from somebody in order to have that balance back, but some kind of assistance, because I feel that this extended hand here is somebody's expectation of getting something, of receiving something, restoring the balance, renewing the stability in your personal life, of course. Regardless if it's a relationship, you want your life back, because after Tower card, or after the tower moment, you realize you need a new plan. Something happened that maybe later you have realized some of the mistakes you made. Maybe you trusted too much, or maybe you gave too much of yourself. Maybe for some of you, Six of Pentacles is here, you thinking, oh, well, I was this giver. Because I see here with the Seven of Cups, somebody who is overanalyzing, thinking, like, what was the mistake? What did I do? Which cup did I take to make this mistake? Confusion, like, what did I do? I mean, what was the mistake? I don't want to make it again. So for some of you in month of February, you're kind of analyzing things that you've done in the past that, created some mistakes or created some kind of hurt. I mean, mostly related to this Tower, the mistake. And so now that you have a new plans in front of you, ideas, plans, expanding, or something new is in the making, you're a little bit scared, you're a little bit concerned that maybe you haven't learned something from your mistakes. Like I said here with the Death card, ending, something is ending, and we have to accept that. Maybe even ending like this overthinking, overanalyzing, that's something like you're supposed to do that will help you beat this Moon energy, that's Pisces energy. Because again, I see something with you related to mistrust, fearfulness of what's coming. You will be undecided about something. Confusion, and there will be, and confusion is more related to dilemma, having a dilemma, being in your own head, afraid of getting hurt. Need for clarity. Like, yes, steps. I'm making new steps. I'm making new decisions. But what if I make that mistake again? I have burned myself here with how I acted before, because I thought I was doing my best. I was giving myself to this job, work, person, relationship, family, friends. I was doing my best. I thought everything was going great. I was creating this great life around me. Again, I don't want you to think that this was something huge or big. This could have been something that it's almost, when we trip on for some of you could be that, like, we have an idea, we worked on it, and we tripped on one problem, and it felt like a disaster. It felt like, oh, do I have to do this all over again? This whole thing is going to now fall apart, and I have to start from the beginning. Sometimes that is important. Like, if we make a mistake, we analyze, okay, where was the mistake? Because we don't want to build that beautiful tower just later to realize the base or foundation wasn't good. You missed something. So that is a good thing to do, to think about our steps and being smart and plan, but not overanalyze it. Okay, let's see 3 more cards. for the future related to the 2 and 3 of Wands. Let me see what kind of plans are coming or you are working on. Page of Pentacles is back. That, remember, the page was at the bottom, but it's back. It is something new. Ace of Cups and Page of Pentacles. Something new, definitely something new. One more. Yeah, the World. Page of Coins or Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the World. Yeah, so this new project, new interest, passion, these new steps you're making are related to something new with the page. I see you or learning something new. If you're a student, new job, new position, new interest in another person, new love. And Ace of Cups is telling me that this will bring you days of peace, that this will bring you emotional fulfillment. At least that's how you're going to feel, that this new thing will provide for you. And the World is what you're trying to accomplish, is the success. Bring something to a full circle. The kind of a situation or even ending that you've been waiting for, and of course that after that is a chance for a new journey. It's like you're trying to put an end to something in order to start something new that will be successful. Let me see why you're scared, because we have the Moon. You are fearful of something. Three of Cups. Are you afraid you have a competition in a way? If it's a work, it could be somebody else. But because that is your fear, the Moon. Page of Cups. Emotionally, I see a lot of emotion here. Water. Three of Cups, Page of Cups. Are you afraid to follow your heart? Like, I don't want to be too much of an idealist. And of course, it's always good to follow your heart and to daydream a little bit. But, maybe you're afraid that if you speak from your heart, if you give too much, or if you let people know how you feel, or a person know how you feel, that it will hurt you later. Two of Cups and King of Coins. Yeah, you definitely are expecting some kind of a talk. Two of Cups. Again, my eyes are going back to the Two of Wands. This expectation. And this is waiting for something. A call maybe, a date or a meeting. Next to it was a King of Pentacles. Aries, Taurus, or Gemini. To me, that is somebody who is strong, who is powerful, who is stable, wise, loyal, even a provider, or maybe a person with some kind of a power of that kind who could help you, assist you through a talk, through a meeting, offer, maybe some kind of a contract to gain that what you're seeking. Maybe you do have a situation where you're expecting a call from somebody, to hear back from somebody you see as a powerful person. Of course, if it's a romantic situation, I see you taking interest in a new person after a painful situation. You are trying to regain a balance by starting something new. And again, I see a lot of messages related to this new chance of something that gives you or awakens a positive emotional, experience. This message or a call, waiting for the days of peace, doing something you love and feeling this emotional fulfillment. You're looking at it, with such a hope on one hand, and then there's a fear with the moon that something could go wrong. Let's see what's coming. Or maybe advice or in what's coming. So things are developing. What I was trying to say, things will, whatever if you're resonating, whatever is that you're seeking, working on, it is developing. 10 of Cups. I mean, that is emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. Again, a lot of emotion here. I sense that here. And with the 10 of Cups, I see, harmonious times. Three of Swords. No need for you to worry about anything. If you had the fear of being hurt or fearful of what's coming or fear of unknown, you still have to work on releasing the past hurt. Like we said with the Death card. And let's see what's in the bottom. Yeah, Two of Swords. Another card that's 2. And the inner conflict that you are struggling with regarding some kind of disappointment from the past that created the sadness and a feeling of betrayal in you. You will have to release that. Let me see, who is this King of Pentacles? Who is the King of Pentacles? This is somebody who's kind of slow. The Hangman, I mean, the energy around that person is maybe currently or has been slow. The Hangman, this is a person who at a certain time was not able to act. There were certain delays about this person. They were, well, maybe something else was delaying them, or they were delaying themselves because they understand that everything in their head and their heart has to be clear and light and clear in order for them to make a decision. It's like a temporary pause to reflect and decide on something. Looking at the things from a different angle. So this king here, this king also had to think about things. So don't, if you were curious what's going on their side, whoever this is, a person that has to decide if you are getting a promotion or is a love interest. As much as you are fearful of what's coming, they are as well. One more card for the King of Pentacles. Two of Coins. They are doing some kind of balancing act. They are busy. Definitely busy managing life and work, and I don't see anything bad about this card in this sense, how they lined up. It's like it's telling me it's not time for a vacation. It's not time, I have a few things to do. I still have to finish a few things. I'm under the pressure. I need to stay focused. I need to finish this. I have a lot to do. I'm trying to balance my, time and work and lots of responsibilities. I'm staying busy. So they're almost paused, like, I'm looking at the rope around their foot. They don't want to rush. Or maybe even they can't rush. They're busy about something. So month of, I don't want to go too deep into this because we're talking about 1 month. But like I said, I see you looking at in a new direction. Maybe it's the old direction. Maybe something didn't develop. Like I said with this tower, maybe what you thought you had didn't go through, but again, if this is a situation for you that you are trying to rekindle some kind of interest, or trying to fix the situation with somebody, it could be that, or it could be some new feelings, but definitely trying to start a new chapter, a new page in your life with somebody. And there's a little bit of fear about not receiving enough of communication, not enough of meetings, like I said, with the Two of Cups here, because you want somebody who is supportive. You want a loving situation. And I see that, like with the Ten of Cups here, just there's that past hurt for you, maybe even for them, some kind of disappointments that still kind of lingers there. And but month of February will be kind of marked by that kind of energy of waiting, and maybe a little quick meetings and a quick conversations, and but stay positive. Again, I don't want to go too far, because if it was a private meeting, private reading, I would. But since this is just one monthly reading, I don't want to go too deep into this situation. If anything that you heard in this situation, in this reading, resonated with you, please leave like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.